Yeah, let me tell y'all something. Man, you gotta really be mindful. You gotta really guard and monitor the way you think and the way you looking at things. So like I say, perspective is everything. You know, the way you constantly think, right? A lot of times people don't realize that, let's just say, for example, if you're looking for something, let's say you just always looking for something to happen. You're looking for something to go wrong. You just have a real pessimistic way of always thinking. You always see the negative of something. You always see the negative possibilities opposed to, the positive or the real possibility that you really want. It's like you always have your mind geared towards, that possibility because, for whatever reason, it's easier for you to think like that. But what you don't realize is that when you think like that you actually bring those thoughts into fruition. You create that. It's similar to like, and this is what I relate to. I think it's similar. Is that it's like when you see a bad child. I've learned that you can't call a child bad. You can't highlight a child's negative characteristics or negative attributes. You have to highlight and uplift them or correct them by uplifting them. It's like, for example, if you see your little boy, he ain't standing up to what he should do. You can't constantly just your ass, just be on them like that. Because guess what? At some point in time, they're gonna believe that shit ain't no sense in me trying or whatever. Especially when you really don't highlight the good, but you always speaking on the bad. It's like I might as well not even. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to really be careful because when you correct somebody in their wrong, you have to correct them by highlighting their opposite side in a sense. It's like I have to encourage the good I see in you. I have to encourage the greatness I see in you. But here the thing is about that. For me not to be able to do that, it says a lot about me. Not necessarily about the child. It says a lot about me. So, I say that to say there was a time when, in my upbringing, because of things I've experienced with my mom and just the females in my family, then it went on from that. And I mean, it's not, no, don't read too much into that because not everybody is bad in my family, but I'm just saying it's some things I experienced as a young child that I didn't know how to interpret. And it just led into some me not trusting female, but it was mainly just things that happened with my mom early. It led to me not trusting females, and then from that, it went into me dating at a young age, like little young girlfriends, this, that, and another. And I mean, just those relationships, because of what the relationship I had with my mom, I began to not trust females. And so when I ran across it with other females, it only like reinforced it. It only reinforced the bad experiences that led to a lack of trust with my mom. It only reinforced my overall way of looking at females altogether. And so I'm like, man, I can't trust females at all. And so that carried from my middle school, or I say young high school years, all the way up to my mid, like adult years, like my 20s, my late 20s. And for a long time, and when I say this here, I mean, when I say I didn't trust, I'm saying I didn't give women an opportunity to prove that they was other than what I felt. So, so for some of you women who think y'all know me, like, y'all, you still do that shit. Nah, it ain't that. Today, it's different. You see, before, I didn't give a woman an opportunity. And so it was only during the time I was gone that I realized that, though, when I was locked up, that I realized that I had possibly, kicked to the side some pretty good potential girlfriends or women. And it was because I looked for them to do something that coincided with the way I already saw women. They can do one thing. I was sitting goddamn me in the cut waiting on their ass to do one thing that I felt fit along that line. And when they done it, it's like a switch. I just turned my feelings off from the whole situation. I don't even care what happened no more. And they used to tell me, like, man, you don't even care no more. I'm like, well, shit, what you want me to do? Go crazy about it? Yeah, what you want me to do? If you're going to do it, you ain't. I mean, you know, but my thing is that I didn't give them an opportunity. You know, even to say a person has the ability to work a position, like an office position, or like for you to get a raise, you know, whatever you call that, when they sent you in another position where you take on more responsibility. Anyway, they have to give you an opportunity to prove that you can. You know, before they put you in that position, they have to at least have something laid out to show that I think that you can, you know, fulfill that obligation too. But my whole point is that, man, you have to really monitor and guard the way you look at shit. Because if you look for shit to go wrong, if you look for shit, whatever it is you think gonna happen, and you go looking around to confirm it, even if that's not what it is, your mind gonna tell you that's what it is. And you just fucking up shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe is gonna give you what you're looking for as well. Ain't nobody perfect. So if you looking for some imperfection, the world gonna give it to you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your negative perception thing is gonna be confirmed. I mean, so man, look. Man, I'm telling you, the world we create, we have more power than we think. We have more influence over than we think. And either we're gonna take responsibility or we're not. And when you don't choose to take responsibility, you goddamn me need to choose to say that you ain't take responsibility. Don't put it on the world, and don't put it on nobody else. Peace.